So what we wanted to do to start the call off was to just set the ground with a little bit of an integral experience. And as I think everybody is aware on this call, the integral quadrants are a very prominent part of that experience. So what I'm going to ask everybody to do is participate in a little bit of a guided experience, a guided meditation through those four quadrants and through experiencing them as they arise in ourselves, in our minds, in our bodies, in our power, in our hearts, in our love, in our being. And to do this, I just ask you to firstly mute your microphones if you haven't muted your microphones, so that we just feel a little bit of the background sound will help a little bit. And sit with your spine straight. And have yourself connected to the earth in some state. And you might like to close your eyes if you haven't as well. So if you close your eyes, you can just take a few breaths. And as you're taking those few breaths, I'm just going to pause for a second, ask Trish to mute the other microphone that's got rushing wind feedback on it. But take a few breaths and feel the somatic sensations, land in the present moment. And as everybody's landing in the present moment, we'll start with the upper left, the eye space. Here in the eye space, take a big breath. So here in the eye space, notice our direct experience in our bodies. The somatic sensations and any energetic dynamics within your body. And also notice any emotions that are arising. It could be relief, it could be joy, it could be a little bit of nervousness or anxiety. It could be just unwinding from the day, a sensation of letting go and relaxing, a sensation of ease perhaps. Whatever's arising, just notice it. Just allow it to come and go in whatever rhythm it is wanting to. And in this space, also notice your mind, our mind, the context of our mind and what we're thinking about. And so in this space, in the upper left, we're just noticing what's arising in our direct experience, what's arising in our thoughts, and the multiple layers of our awareness, including the somatic, including the emotional, and the thinking dimensions. And as those are coming in for you, there are other dimensions we could explore here, but at least those three are the prominent ones, the ones that are usually never too far away from our direct experience. They're the ones that help us connect and stay present in the moment. So then take a deep breath. We're going to shift from the upper left, the I domain, to the it domain, the upper right. And here in the upper right is where we notice all the information from our senses that our senses bring into our awareness. So what you're hearing, my voice, as well as the other sounds right now over the computer and in the room around you. Here in the upper right, we're feeling the external aspects of our bodies. So feeling our clothes touching our legs, our hands touching our knees or our upper legs, So unlike the last sphere where we explored how our human experience from the inside, this is a sense of exploring our body from the outside, where our body meets other aspects of our physical environment. So it's like our skin is touching something. You can also, if your eyes are open, just notice what you see, or you can open your eyes a little bit for this part to let lights and shade in. The information that our eyes provide. There's also smell and taste. That might be present for you. So just kind of sensory awareness in its simple, most unadulterated expression. Just noticing the forms that your senses, your 5 senses bring to you. This gives us an access to the world around us. An access to the world around us in its objective manifestations. Even noticing the silence is very powerful. And then taking a deep breath, we're going to move to the we domain. You might like to close your eyes again if they're open. This can start with a feeling of your connection to me, or maybe the ways we are connected and connected as we could be. The physical connection that we've had, the virtual connections that we've had, the interactions and shared meanings that were generated between ourselves, the intersubjective dimensions between you and me, the quality of being fellow travelers on this journey through Integral, or this journey through the Institute, or this journey through several experiential steps together, or places or times or spaces together. We can drop into the quality of that relationship between you and I, between each other. And then we can expand that mode of awareness to everybody on this call, to the miracle of this technology connecting us, to the people you were seeing on the screen, to the sounds you were hearing over your speakers, to the saying hello to everybody, to the connections that we made and we connected with when we heard each other, when we saw each other, to this miracle across this space. And we're all contributing to that field of awakening, the field of being in relationship with each other as we explore, learn, talk, discuss, engage, listen, query, see, express on the call today. And we can expand this connection in the intersubjective fields to beyond just the people on this call, to the larger communities that they are part of, whether they're integral, whether they're our families, whether they're our friends, whether they're our work contexts today and the circles of people we've engaged with throughout the day, whether they're the people around us in a city, or in a region, or in a state, or in this country, or indeed the world, the sense of connection and shared meaning that we have with many of the people we've engaged with electronically, in person, across distances and continents. We only have to shift our awareness to become simultaneously connected to these fields of relationality, that we have many of these fields around us. So just resting in that awareness, that we space, and that we space as it is calling you in this moment. And then take another breath, a deep breath. And now connecting to the it sphere, the interobjective sphere. Connecting to the ways that we are all connected through the internet, the video and audio, and the schedule of this day tonight. Through the rhythm that we're going to set up, through the electronic engagement that have brought you here today, through the shared connection with messages, with systems that have supported bringing us together on this journey, on this call, on this space, in this meeting tonight. Spread across geographies, spread across time zones, spread across cities, spread across this continent. And you might like to connect as well to where we are in the year, end of November. We're rolling into summer. What does all of this signal to you in the annual cycle? So we're connected through time and space in multiple ways. So I'd like you just to take another deep breath. And we'll bring all of this together in open and relaxed awareness. Just allow my words to activate these different layers that we have explored together. So just notice that your first person direct awareness of your body, emotions, and mind, noticing what's arising for you in their I domain of experience. Simultaneously noticing the information in your senses through your sight and sound, taste, smell, touch. So you experience what's arising in your internal phenomenological awareness and your external in terms of your sensorial awareness. And then as you juggle those two poles of internal and external awareness, we're going to add a third. So breathing and relaxing awareness. There is no hard doing here, no effort. There's a simple, natural, integrated awareness out of which these two domains are ongoingly arising together. The sense, the external, and the internal. And as those two are sitting for you together, reach into the intersubjective sensorial domain. So we feel connected to our own internal experience, the somatic, emotional, and mental. We feel connected to that sensorial input, what is arising around us, and we feel connected to each other at the same time. To each other, to the intersubjective fields that include all of us moment to moment. And then breathing into and relaxing into those three. The intersubjective, the field that is around all of us. The ways that this is coming up in our emotional and thought states and our sensory direct experience. There's no effort then, just to integrate the systems around us that are supporting us in the its domain, in the connections and technology that's holding us together as we're simultaneously experiencing our own thoughts arising, experiencing our emotions wash through us, experiencing the sensations against our skin and this connection to this we space that we've created together. Simultaneously, one and the same, form an expression of undivided consciousness. And therein lies the mystery and the beauty of being, integrated awareness that is highly differentiated and completely integrated. And just keep breathing and relaxing into that place of awareness. This is able to be opened into those 4 domains of experience, to the unfolding moment, moment to moment. See what emerges for you as you rest in the awareness, in the intersection of those 4 domains of experience. I just want to hang out there. This is pretty good. And we really do have to come back. So bring and try and bring the quality of that embodied, grounded, integrated presence and awareness back into this, your runes, back into this call as you open your eyes. And thank you for being and playing and feeling and touching and creating together.